Okay, so we are ready. So today what I'm trying to do is to have a video done, meeting with me being there. So let's see whether it works out well. Just a trial. So I have not done. So I thought it'd be good to do it.
Oh, where it actually shows you?
Yes, it would show me, but it'll not show any one of you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so let's address your question. It's a nice question. What you have asked. So let me go on that. You said, I know I've been curious about how we break down things to the original qualities, elements, as this body is earth, air, water, and fire. Does it get broken down any further than that? And also, how do you maintain motivation towards meditation and avoid complacency? Okay, so here is my take on that. First, we need to understand what is meditation. I think that's a very crucial thing I felt after reading it, because we think, or most of us think, that meditation is something what you do it sitting in one place or doing something about it. And then what should I do the other time when I'm not meditating? What should I be doing? There is a huge difference between a normal meditation methods what are available, let's say in the market, and what is in the market with terms of Buddha teaching. There is a difference. Okay, so let's understand in a normal way. If we were to take Mahasatipatthana Sutta, Kayanupassana, okay, and that is DN 22. Okay, so you don't have to read through it or do something. Let's understand how it should be done, and then you will come to know there is no complacency. Otherwise, if I am doing something and that activity is done, then what should I do for the remaining time? So let's say I have planned for 2 hours and I have done 2 hours, and it that mobile, the alarm rings and say, okay, done with 2 hours. Now next what? Right? Now what should I engage myself with? Let's say I'm not going for any work. So today is a holiday. Today is Sunday morning. Right? How should I spend my Sunday morning? So let's take that as a question, and then see what all that can be done in the whole day, from morning till evening, including the period of breakfast and the lunch and dinner and all of that taken together. What is that a person can do without touching the computer, without touching the mobile, without reading anything at all? Right? So, hi Sachin.
Hi.
So now the question comes, what is that we do? So today is Sunday morning. How do I spend my a complete day on Dhamma, meditating? First question. And if yes, what should I meditate? So two things. How to meditate for the entire day, and what should I meditate? So what dhatu is one part of it, but is that what we are talking about? And if I understood dhatu or the elements, is there anything I need to do? That's the exact question what you have asked. Does it break down even further? So there's an expectation that I'm going to experience something else other than these elements, right? So here is how it works. Okay, in the Dhamma way, if you were to see, you need to have sila. So that itself an investigation which will take into the vipassana of it, and also samatha of it, and samadhi of it in sila. It's not I just recite it, or I just say, okay, I don't want to kill any living creature. So from morning till now, I have not killed even one. So it doesn't really matter. Yesterday also did not kill. Day before yesterday did not kill. So what the stupidity it is, right? But it is sati what we are developing. Okay. It's not about whether I killed yesterday or going to kill tomorrow or I killed 1 week ago or I shouldn't be killing at all, or what is that? The intention is what matters. I shouldn't be harming any living beings intentionally. There's an intention, right? So now I need to check my intention. A mosquito is flying by and now I'm irritated. Do I have an intention to kill it because it is harming me, or is it in search of food and hence it is biting me? This is where the yoniso manasikara, or a proper reflection, and ayoniso manasikara, non-radical, non-thoughtful reflection comes into picture. So that's my meditation object. Which one? Mosquito. At this point in time, what has appeared? Mosquito. I don't have to watch the breath now. It's a mosquito. So what does my mind say now? This fellow, I'll spat him. So there is anger. So next is, it comes to what? Chittanupassana. It says saragam va chittam la sadosam va chittam. Now in my mind, this hatredness has arisen for mosquito. Right? So now that is what I'm going to watch. So that is my meditation object. So first my meditation object was breath, then the mosquito came, and mosquito became my meditation object. Now it is replaced by anger on mosquito. So that's my object. Now I'm going to watch it. See, the whole idea is sati patthana. It is you establish the mindfulness. So I'm now mindful being angry. That's all. So my object now is anger. It's not about that mosquito. It's not about breath. It's about anger. So now I'm going to watch the anger. How long? Now here my precept comes into place. Right? Sankappo is determination. So I'm saying avihimsa sankappo. That means it's in Pali. Forget about Pali for time being. So we'll say that non-injuring. So I have a mind which is saying injure it. It's worth it. I'm watching it. So the same mind is now behaving like a policeman versus the thief. The thief says, hey, you know what? What are you supposed to do? Kill that fellow. I'm telling you, it is a COVID thing, and there is dengue, and there are so many things, right? You don't want to get into trouble. I'm telling you, you better kill it. That guy will not allow you to meditate. And now I need to watch. I, as an observer, being observant of what is happening at that point in time. So that's my meditation subject. After some time, the anger goes away. So now my mind is not filled with anger. Why? The mosquito is gone. So the anger also goes away. Fine. I did not kill. I just watched the whole sequence. So now I sit and watch this whole thing unfolding. So the chitta is carrying anger. That is, the mind is carrying anger. Anger came, anger stayed, anger left. But I have been a witness to that. I didn't get angry. You got the point? I did not get angry. The anger came. As somebody comes, so it came. I looked at it. I did not become anger. I looked at it as though somebody has come. And that was anger. It came, it stayed, waited for me to react. And since no energy was given to it, it faded away. So what do I see? Anicca can be seen now. So now my meditation can be extended on anger itself. Right? I don't have to do anything. I can now only concentrate on anger, nothing else. Till that whole thing has come up, stayed, gone. Then comes sweating, heat. I'm feeling hot. Who is feeling hot? Is a question. I'm feeling hot. Excuse me. Who is that I am feeling hot? Well, the body. What is coming out? Water. So, should I now concentrate on Apo Dhatu? Yes. Better do that. That means shouldn't I put on the air conditioning? You can, but watch this. When you put on the air conditioning or the fan, the water droplets goes away. You didn't go anywhere. The water droplets went away. Did you go anywhere along with the water droplet? Let me also go somewhere and see what happens. No. Water droplets went away. Right? I am calling it a sweat, but I am not sweat. I am watching the sweat. Actually, that's what we do. We watch the sweat and we wipe it. We don't feel that, oh my goodness, how am I sweating? So just wipe it off. Who is wiping it off? I am wiping the sweat. But I am not the sweat. I am wiping the sweat. There's a huge difference between I am the sweat and wiping. If I am the sweat, it means I am dead. With the wiping of the sweat, I am dead now, right? So I am there. So I can see the Apo Dhatu. Now it heated up. What heated up? The body. How? It has combustible. So there's something combustible inside. So I can now heat. What's the heat element? And because of the heat, external heat, Bahidda, external, Ajjatta, water is coming. Simple. Is it not a meditation object? It is. Now I don't have to put on the fan and just watch what happens. This whole shirt will start to become wet. I am not becoming wet. Hold on for a second. I am not getting wet. This body is getting wet. If I remove this t-shirt and wear another t-shirt, this t-shirt is wet. I didn't become wet. This t-shirt became wet. Okay, it is having a bad smell, bad odor. I am not having bad odor. This body has bad odor. Right? In that sense, I didn't take bath. The body took bath. So I bathed the body. I did not take bath. Even though I'm saying I took the bath. Just to say I'm saying it. But actually what's happening? I'm pouring the water on this body. I'm not taking bath. I'm pouring it on my body. So now the act of bathing becomes a meditation object. Act of brushing becomes a meditation object. So in that sense, everything becomes a meditation object. So what am I doing? I'm doing Kaya Anupassana. Clear? So if nothing is there right now to watch, I'll watch the breath. That's Anapanasati. I'm watching it and the breath stops. I'm just like that. And now I have to get up. So I come from the Iriyapabba, which is movement, body movement. So from the Anapanasati, I'm coming into the second section, which is Iriyapabbam, between postures. Now, what are the postures? The 4 postures: walking, standing, sitting, sleeping. I would like to know how it happens. How? So when I'm standing, I know I am standing. How? Well, the body is erect. When I am sitting. What it means is that the body has shrunken because of the joints, it is compressed. Right now, I was some feet tall. Now, I didn't become short, nor I became tall. The body was bent. So, just like a mannequin, I'm manipulating this mannequin. So, if I want, I can expand it. If I want, I can contract it. If I want, I can move it. And now I am moving. Isn't that a beautiful experience to have? You are not moving, you're making that mannequin to move. Right? Now a phone call comes. It's coming to your ear, not to you. You're hearing to it, but you are not that. It's the ear which is hearing. It's not you who is hearing it. It's the ear. The eardrums, the consciousness appears there. So you're becoming conscious of that sound. And then you take the phone and you see the name written there. And mind comes there. In the mind, the name is stored. Not in you, in the mind, it is stored. So now you are not the voice. The voice is there. If you were having sore throat, you don't have voice. You never asked the sore throat to come. So if you don't have sore throat, then you can talk. So when I click on this, I watch it. So through the eyes, I'm watching it. Mind is reading it. And I'm supposed to say what? I'm being tuned to say hello. So I'm watching all of these 3. Isn't that a beautiful experience to have? Now I come into the second one from Kaya Anupassana, or the Kaya Sankhara. I'm coming to Vachi Sankhara. And there I'm watching what should I speak. So the Vitakka is happening, Vichara is happening. That is, there is something being thought about. What should I say to this number which is calling me? And I pick up the call. Hello? Can you tell me what you want? So then the mind is processing. So Vitakka, Vichara. It's pondering also and thinking over it. So now I know this is a Sankhara. It's not me. It's a Sankhara. It's a preparation. I'm preparing to talk. So it's a good experience. Then nothing is there. And I come to Mano Sankhara. Feeling and perception. The 6 sense doors. With the 6 senses, if I'm taking it as an input, then it becomes perception. Because each one I'm able to perceive the sight, the sound, the taste, touch, smell, and thought as objects. Who is perceiving it? The eye is perceiving, the ear is perceiving, the nose is perceiving, the tongue is perceiving, the body is perceiving. and the mind is perceiving. So now this perception totally taken together is what is called as atta, myself. Because I keep on saying I am seeing, I am tasting, I am touching, I am thinking, I am doing all of that. That's what I call as myself. Now I can see for myself that there is no myself in the eye or in the sight, ear, and the sound like that. So I'm cutting off the perception and I'm cutting off the feeling. Only when they're connected, there is a feeling. If there is no connectedness, there is no feeling. And I'm making it as anatta, not myself. There is no self in the I. It's conditionally arising based upon the object. If there is no object, if there is no sight, there is nothing to connect. There's a consciousness doesn't connect these two guys to experience. So it's not there. So now I can do that for everything I'm seeing, everything I'm hearing, everything I'm tasting, everything I'm touching, everything I'm smelling, everything I'm thinking. So I can go from Kaya Sankhara to Vachi Sankhara to Mano Sankhara, then Kaya Sankhara, Vachi Sankhara, Mano Sankhara, like that. In whatever postures and whatever I'm doing, which is what is the Sampajanya Pabba. That ultimately takes you to Sammaditthi. That is proper view point. You're viewing it properly. Not the right view, it gives a wrong opinion. It's a proper view. I am properly viewing what? If there is chakku, then there is rupa. No chakku, no rupa. Simple. That's my thing. So now I can put it in all the different postures of the body. While standing, while sitting, while eating, while sleeping, while defacing, while bathing, while wearing the robes and all of that, while talking, while being silent, I can see that. Right? And all the postures are being done all the time. Then I come to the Asubha Sanya. It is Patikula Manasikara Pabba. Between repulsive, make the mind repulsive so that it doesn't get attached to the body. What it is. So first analyze the Pathavi Dhatu. Just analyze. How? Okay. Hold on like this and see when was the last time you asked the hair to grow on your body. Or when was the first time you asked it to grow? You never asked for it. It's coming. Whatever is there, it is coming. It's not that you are asking it in one way or the other way. You didn't ask, hey, you know what, I want to be a fair-skinned person. No, I want to be a dark-skinned person. No, I want to be a yellow-skinned person. No, nobody asked for it. Nobody made a choice. On you, this is grown. On you, some shit is growing. Right? If I were to remove my t-shirt, it's filled with hairs. I never asked even a single hair, hey, you know what? Please grow here. Don't grow here. You know, I don't like it. If I had a lawn mower, I would have taken that to remove the grass which is there on my body. So that's not what it is. It grows. It's not that I asked it to grow. So I can take either the nails or the teeth or the skin or the head hairs or the body hairs and see what it is. Just see. Don't have to close your eye. Just see. Did you ask for it? That's all. Nothing else. In that case, are you that? And that's what he keeps on saying in the sutras. Eso na mama. This is not mine. Eso na mama na aham asmi. This does not belong to me. Eso na me atta. This is not myself. Can I call this hair as myself? Myself this hair. Myself this skin. And myself this teeth. What happens when the teeth falls? Your self is gone, right? Or when I shave, the beard, myself beard. Oh, is it? Shaved it. Then where did your myself go? Did it belong to you? No. Is that yours then? No. Either the hairs are yours, or the skin is yours, nor the flesh is yours, nor anything in this body is yours. It's growing, yes. Until you are there, it grows. You go away, it stops growing. Right? That's a vinyan. Without the consciousness, this body cannot grow. So this is what I'm going to watch. So, two elements or two dhatus or two quality. One is the solidity, which is the Pathavi dhatu, and liquidity, Apo dhatu. Just question, is this saliva me? Am I made out of saliva? Is saliva inside me? Or I am part of saliva? If it is true, then urine also becomes mine now. I am urine. When I say I am urinating, that means I am leaving it. That means I myself is gone now. Now I have to run behind it, right? Instead of flushing, I need to collect it. It's mine. Hey, come on. It was there inside my body. And it's going out. How can it go out? No, sorry, it's mine. Now, it doesn't listen. It goes out. And even you don't like to have it. When it was there in the body, you never felt it. But when it came out, you don't like it. And hence it is patikula, repulsive. If you were there, you would have liked that urine. If you were there, you would have liked the feces which is coming. And none of the holes, what you get, you like it. In the mouth, you spit, you don't like it. From the nose, something comes out, you don't like it. From the ear, something comes out, you don't like it. From the eye, something comes out, you don't like it. And from the skin, something comes out, you don't like it. Nobody likes the sweat. So just watch. This is called pajanana, being aware of what is coming. So then he develops it into sampajanakari hoti. That means he develops this mindfulness of what remains and what doesn't remain. It remains till it gets exhausted and goes away. So it arises, stays, and goes away without a trace. See, while I'm talking, so much of sweat has come. There is a breeze coming from the window. As soon as the breeze is coming, this water thing is getting liquefied to solidification. So it stops. Why? Getting solidified, becoming cool. The heat is reducing, so it sticks back to it. I didn't do anything. So this is what I'm going to watch. So this is the fourth one. Then the fifth one. Now I come to four dhatus. Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayu. By the time I start doing it, it'll be evening. You got the point? So the whole day has been spent on Dhamma. So you're done Samatha, you're done Vipassana, both. When the mind was disturbed, you pacified by getting into the breath. So first is to focus where it is touching. Then attention follows. Put like a gatekeeper. His job is to just watch the breath going in and breath going out. My breath is long and the breath is short. Or I am having the long breath or a short breath. Or long in breath and long out breath. Short in breath and short out breath. How long? Till the body stabilizes. Now I watch everything that is happening. Sound is coming. Okay. So I am going from the Kayanupassana to the Vedananupassana to the Chittanupassana to Dhammanupassana. All the four. As soon as there is a connection, there is a sound connection, then I am hearing. So now I leave the breath thing aside and watch the sound. Then the Chittanupassana starts. What kind of Chitta is coming? Is it disturbing or it's not disturbing? Then I go to Dhammanupassana, Nivarana, hindrances. So I resolve the hindrance. What's the hindrance I'm getting out of sound? Kama Chanda. Wow, sensual enjoyment. I'm enjoying it. Cut it. So danger. I'm getting angry. Wow, good. Excellent. Let it come up. Let me try it out. That's again a danger. So when I do this, I am done the five aggregates now. Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vinyana. So my whole day is gone. So morning I started. Now it's night, maybe 10:30. Now time to sleep. Whole day Dhamma. I started with what? Panati Pata Veramani. I don't want to kill. Then the mosquito came. So my meditation went on the mosquito. Then the mosquito brought me anger. So I started on anger. Then after some time, I watched the breath, the anger dissipated. So now I know that there's no anger. So the Chittanupassana, Sadosam va Tukkam Sadosam Pajanati. So I know that the anger has arisen. Sadosam va Chittam. Now, Vita dosam va Chittam. That means there is no anger. I'm watching it, there's no anger. So what made me angry? The mosquito. The mosquito went away, so the anger went away. Mosquito comes back, anger comes back. That bloody guy doesn't allow me to meditate. Now I need to be using Yoniso Manasikara. Next time the fellow comes, that sound is coming. Now I know this poor guy is searching for food. He's not here to hurt me. I know that it is mosquito, but the mosquito doesn't know me. So who's in a better place, mosquito or me? I'm in a better place. So what I can do is I can walk out of that. I can just get up, do a walking meditation. Mosquito is not there. It searches, it goes on and another person or wherever it is supposed to go. So we started with that, mosquito, anger. Then after that, again watching the breath. Then Iriyapabbam, which is each postures. Then we came into Sampajanya. Then we came into the Patikula Manasikara Pabbam. Then we came into Dhatu. Then if Kamachanda is not at all gone, then I can go to the Nivasikaya. 9 ways of looking at this body, festering body, one by one. And by the 9th one, it's gone. So my Satipatthana is established. With Satipatthana getting established, Sammapadhana is going to happen. That which has to be completely understood. Then for Iddipada, like that, 37 factors are covered. If I do like that, then I'm done for the whole day. So I don't have to sit, only sit. I can stand, not only stand. I can walk, not only walk. I can sleep, not only sleep. I can eat, not only eat. I can talk, not only talk. Like that. So I keep on cutting out the immoral deeds in each one of these, right? So Matt, like what you were talking about, that you get angry and you get worked up, blah blah, all that is a watching things. All these are meditation subjects. So then it will be an insight for you and for me also. Yes, so that is all I had to say regarding this, and you both were discussing, so now we can discuss.
I think those are actually initially, I guess, 2 questions, but you've combined them very well. Yeah, we didn't intend them to be the same question. I suppose, I don't know what Matt was thinking, but second question was more regarding my sitting meditation, and the first one was more from Matthew. And but putting them together is a nice thing.
Yeah, so I covered using Satipatthana.
Yeah, I was really impressed that you incorporated them both together. Okay, so like with mine, I was really just curious. It's like once you break things down to the original qualities, it's like the uh, earth quality, air quality, water quality, and fire quality. Like say when you get to the point where you can see things in that sense, does it get broke down any further, or that's it?
Yes, it does get broken down further in the sense that there is no person.
Okay.
You will see everything as anatta. See, you will be seeing like this. You will see it as tuchya. Nothing out there. Okay. Shunya. Empty. Okay. And there's another term for that.
Rata or Rata.
Ritta.
Rita.
Ritta. Ritta means some substantial. Something substantial. So you'll find nothing out there to be called anything substantial. It's empty to the core. So by watching like this, you'll find ultimately to whomever you're speaking, whatever you're speaking, to whomever you're seeing, you'll see them empty to the core.
Very cool.
So now there's nothing called anger, right? See, if you make it as a person, then there is anger. If there is Pathavi Dhatu, what will you do with that? And that poor thing will go out. How? Hairs are falling down. Head hairs are falling down. They don't ask your permission. Teeth are falling down. We have seen as they age, they never ask. In fact, when we were kids, our teeth fell down. Each one of us have lost our teeth when we were kids. And they call it as infant teeth and it's an adult teeth. I never asked it. I never called 1-800 to say that, hey, why don't you get me a set of teeth? Right? So it falls down. Bones, they become brittle and weak. See, Matt, when I was born, I never wore a spectacle. I was having nice eyes. I never asked, hey, you know what? I need to wear this spectacle. Please get me one. And until 2000, I had a thick hairs. I never said, hey, you know what? Please go away. I don't like you. And you see this fun. It has gone away, but it doesn't know it has gone away, right? And that is the 7 things what Buddha talks. That is anicca, sankata, paticca samutpanna, khaya dhamma, vaya dhamma, viraga dhamma, nirodha dhamma. These are the 7 things you need to remember. In the hair, it's anicca. It is sankata, condition. It stays on your head till the condition is met. Either you shave it off or it falls itself. So the condition is gone. Right? Sankata. Paticca samutpanna. These two are dependently arisen. Any of the 2 links. Jara and Marana. If you take decay and death, the hairs are decaying, turns white, or it loses the cells will die, so the hair just fall off. You didn't die, but your cell died. All our blood cells come for 120 days only. Just 120 days. And they're replaced. They're just replaced. Nobody cares, and you don't care. You don't cry, sit and cry, hey, that lovely, that red blood cell, I made it grow so much, oh my goodness. You know how much I've put my life into it? You don't even know that it is dying. Forget about you doing anything about it. You don't know. How ignorant are we? Right? So, and inside the body this is happening. Inside the very body which I am thinking is mine, the blood cells die in 120 days. The entire body is changed in 2 years, except for your pacemaker. That's the only thing which will not change. Otherwise, the entire thing is changed. Entire.
Even bones?
Yes, it is. Otherwise, you will not get osteoporosis. If they were remaining the same, why should somebody get arthritis? Simple. Yes, Matt.
Okay, so right, I understand that. So then when it comes to incorporating everything and focusing on it all day long, because like for people who aren't as advanced, like that's that's takes a lot of effort. I feel like, it's like to consume your whole day, like contemplating these things. Like sometimes, personally, I've felt myself like get tired from that, So it's like, do you just push through and do it anyway, or do you, is there like any kind of like tip or trick to where you can stay, like motivated to do it? Like, okay, like all day long, I'm gonna watch these things like this and not get tired or have any doubt about it.
First and foremost, you're feeling tired means you have put too much of energy.
Okay.
Otherwise, there's nothing called tiredness. What is there to be tired about? It's about bringing mindfulness. So, this is the process. The process, simple process, is first start with your breath. Be mindful of the breath for the whole day as far as possible. Don't bring in any other, like whatever we discussed, all the postures and this, that is too much. It's too much to swallow at once. And then Vedananupasana, oh my goodness, oh, the feelings also I have to see. Chittanupasana, oh, that is even more difficult. How do I know? Oh my goodness, this is, no, breath. Sufficient. Nothing you need to do. Just the breath. Now, is that Ariyamag? Forget all of that. Just watch the breath. Hey, come on, tell me. Tell me now whether that will take me to Sotapanna or Sakadagami, Anagami, Arat. Boss, I'm telling you, forget about that. Just watch the breath. Now, but I first want to know whether it brings me to Sotapanna or not. The more I do it, the worse it gets because I become restless. The restlessness doesn't allow me to get into Samadhi. I'm putting even more worse effort, right? Because I'm not convinced. So that means it's getting into Visikicha, which is doubt. So out of 5 hindrances, you see what all I'm doing. I'm getting restless, 1 hindrance. And I'm not getting into Samadhi because of that restlessness. Then I have a doubt whether this is the one, I don't think so, this is the one, I know there should be something else. So this is caught up with the doubt. Then I feel this is not for today. I'm tired. Okay, tomorrow we'll see. So now what did I do is I went into sloth. Right? I feel, oh, that's too much. I didn't know that this Buddha Dhamma, we have to do so many things. I was just thinking that only sit for a while and we are done. Or the teacher who is talking to me doesn't know what he is supposed to tell. I think there's a problem with the teacher, not with Buddha. It's the teacher who is interpreting it, he is not properly interpreted. So that's a problem. So now either I'll correct the teacher or correct something. So then I will take a break for a few days and then see. Let him cool down. I think he's talking too many things. So, this is not required. You just watch the breath. Start with the breath. It's no problem. Even for me, with so much of advancement, I need to watch the breath. There's nothing wrong. We have to calm down the body, and the body cannot calm down without the breath, because mind has to calm down, and body and mind are connected through the breath. But breath meditation is not the only thing for liberation. That's correct. But without breath, you cannot go any further onto Vipassana. Right? And what to do Vipassana depends on what is coming at that time. It's not fixed. So while I'm watching the breath, then this mosquito fellow comes. Now I know that this problem. Yes, Sachin.
Yeah, so what I just wanted to add that whatever you have told dhatu, this and that, If person is thinking about it, it is vitakka, and then it is an effort.
Correct.
So if you are putting an effort, that means you are going wrong.
Yes.
As long as you are thinking, that is dhatu. As long as you are thinking about Pathvi, you are not seeing Pathvi. You are thinking about Pathvi. And thinking is an effort. An effort is tiring you.
Correct. You are not watching it. Now, how to watch? Let's take the fourth dhatu. How to watch? See this body, it's camera or action. You see that. Just see. How? Did you poke a hole in the eyes? First place. First thing. Did you do anything about it? Do you faintly remember having done something of cutting around like this and fixing something like an eye? Okay, and then something you brought up and stuck using some glue thing and called it as an ear and made a big hole and then covered that up with some lips and something like that. No. None of us have been asked at all. None of us. It's an alien, and that's the reason Buddha talks that it is gandho, like a boil. Parato, somebody's. It's not, doesn't belong to me. This mustache, I never had, as far as I know. Maybe Matt, you had from the childhood, but I am sure I never had. Okay, how did it come? I will say due to growth. Actually, no. We should use a word called as aging. As you age, something new comes. You are not growing. We pacify ourselves by saying that we are growing. What did you grow? Did you put some manure to grow? And no. You just ate the normal food which you were eating from day one. So what does Buddha says is that iti rupa, this is rupa. This is rupasa samudaya. This is how the rupa arises. This is rupasa attangamo. This is how the rupa goes away. How? The four elements or the four dhatus is what is called as the rupa. Then ahara samudayo, rupa samudayo. Because of the food, the body is growing. You are not growing. It's a beautiful experience if you really experience this. You have never grown. Its body is arising because of the food. If you don't give food, the body doesn't arise. Like people are now asking me, Vilas, you're becoming too lean. I am 100% sure. I never was fat, nor I am lean today. What was fat was the body, and what is lean now is the body. Is Vilas fat? You should ask Vilas, but I am not Vilas. I have no idea who that fellow is. Why? Because Vilas arose with that body and Vilas departed with that body. Right? But I'm witness to Vilas. That's correct. But I'm not Vilas. Honestly speaking. If I take I'm Vilas, then the problem comes that Vilas arose and Vilas departed. How? He was fat. Now he's lean. So what happened to the fat to lean? Isn't he dead? So the Jara, Marana, Soka, Parideva, Dukkha, Domana, Supaya. So all that has happened actually for Vilas. Why? His body was fat. He was fat, not his body. He was fat. He was eating nicely. He stopped eating nicely. Then what happened? He became lean. Oh. How did he turn lean? No, don't ask us that. But we are seeing him lean. Okay, when was the last time he became fat? I don't know what you're asking me. He was fat. Okay, he was fat. Agreed. How did he become lean? We don't know, but he has become lean. So now when they ask me this question, I smile inside. There was no Vilas in the first place who was fat. There is no Vilas in the first place to experience his lean. In fact, Vilas is enjoying one thing. If he is a Puttujana, he will enjoy the compliment that he is become lean. Is it? I am lean? Oh, it's okay, very nice. I look so nice, right? And this is what is called a Sakhaya Ditti. It is self-view. Either the Rupa is you, or the feeling is you, or the perception is you, or the preparation is you, or the conscious experience what you're getting is you. That's all what these 5 khandhas are. So you can, there's no effort here. Like what Sachin said, if you're thinking on that thing, and then it's an cumbersome effort, not just effort. You should do it effortlessly. No thinking. So vitakka vichara piti sukha ekagata is that jhana here now is that I watch the breath, then comes down. While watching the breath, again, wherever it is touching, wherever. Should it touch inside, outside, boss? Let it touch wherever it is going to touch somewhere. What if I touches to the side once and another side another time? It's not my problem. Let it touch wherever it wants to touch. Or touches. So wherever the focus is, so the attention. And wherever you put the attention, awareness starts to bloom. Pajanana. Now you'll come to know where it is. For yourself. Not to Buddha. Not to your teacher. To you. And now it's an interesting experience. Why? Because you can be watching it. You'll not go to sleep like this. Because you're watching. But if watching goes away, you'll go to sleep. That's for sure. So now if you want mindfulness, you know what you can do? You can investigate. What is coming? When I take in breath, cold air is coming. Wow, good. And what is it when I going out? Hot air. Did I do hot? No. Did I do cold? No. Is that mine? No. Is that belong to me? No. Is that myself? No. Aha comes to you. You don't have to do the dhatu. No, don't take the strain of doing dhatu. Only on the breath. Now, yes, are you?
I guess I'm just have this question that initially for you to get into this kind of observation, there's a pattern you have to see things with. So there is some vitakka. You have to think and just
Savitakka.
connect with the mindset.
Savitakka, not just vitakka. Savitakka. With
Okay.
discrete thought. You have to implant that thought. I'm going to do this and leave it. You don't have to drill it down. Let me do it, let me do it, let me do it. That's an effort. Okay, you have to do that. Now, again, coming back to this equation, I'm watching the breath. Let's do it and see. How much time can you watch? That is a discretionary thing, what you're putting it there. You are placing the mind on that thing. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever. That first thing you have to do. Then comes vichara, savichara. Now you're investigating what is happening in this. Once you get it, you get the piti, joy of finding it out. What is second jhana? If you find here, a brilliant thing is going to happen. You put attention on the head. Same feeling here comes on the head. Top of your head. Then to the side. Up. Then to the neck. Then you play around your shoulders. Then the hand. Then the chest. Abdomen. Then you come to place where you're sitting. Okay. Then spine. Then to your thighs. Then you come to the knee. Then to the calf muscles. And then to your leg. Then to your toe. You will feel somebody is rubbing you from every given side, like a massage. I feel terrific joy. My goodness, what is this? And now you want sukha? Beautiful. Now you drop that. After some time, that goes away. And you get this hair standing. Okay. And all the hairs will stand. It's like somebody is giving you a nice, cool water flowing everywhere. I feel, wow. Yes, Sachin.
Yeah, that day I was telling you now. I found a stop before PT and expanded it. Then two way. One way is your Etan Santan. I merged into that. And second way is Pamojya word. I redefine it enjoying because the PT has yet to come, and I have found the joy of non-distractedness.
Correct.
So I am stimulating myself to be happy in this intermediate state called Pamojya. So there is no PT, but I am trying to enjoy this samadhi, which is the absence of this distraction which was present so far. So I am trying to enjoy that. So Pamoj I am creating, and that's what I am merging the 6R method also, the smile, re-smile.
Yes. Perfect.
So I smile. So actually fake it till you make it. So PT is not yet come. So what I have to do? So I am pondering into, or you can call it savitak of Etan Santan.
Correct. Perfect.
And then let PT come, because I cannot say PT come here.
Yes, you can't. You can't order it. Yes, correct. So that's exactly what it is. So now when you get the sukha, you will come to know you have got sukha, which is pleasure. It's such a pleasure that every given damn pleasure you had in your life, you feel that it's yuck. I don't think so. I ever had a pleasure. I was thinking that's just an anxiety attack, and the anxiety being gone, which I call as a pleasure. Vexation. Not even anxiety, it's a vexation. I was vexing for it. So this is unconditioned. So by that time what happens? Savitakka is gone. So becomes avitakka. Then savichara is gone. It's turned into avichar. Avitakka, avichara, samadhi. There's no object now. It's only pure piti, joy, and pure sukha. Okay. Now you'll be taken into a very nice world. The domanasa, mental grief or mental pain, vanishes. Because with this, like what is talking of pamojja, will make you really have an inner smile, not this plastic smile of the lips. Inside you will be smiling. And so the domanasa is gone, that the mental pain is gone, and the somanasa is also gone. This is a beauty thing. The mental pleasure is gone. Because now you are feeling it's there. I don't have to force it. Then the sukha is gone. The body.
And that's what we were talking about, creating your own dopamine.
Yes, that is now the dopamine. So now you don't have the sukha. You don't have the dukkha, meaning you don't have the body pain and the body pleasure. With the ending of the somanasa, domanasa, and then with the ending of the body pain and the body pleasure, you get into upekha, equanimity. And when it is equanimous, you will be wrapped in a dazzling light. It can stay for a second for you. If you are not disturbed, it stays. That's a beauty. And now you want arupa jhanas, you can enter into infinite space because there's no body any longer. Then you can come into infinite consciousness where the senses appear and disappear, which is what the consciousness is doing. It is closing and opening and closing and opening. And the very first time you see what consciousness is all about. And then you come to nothingness because that's there in the heart. The center of the heart, 6 petals, and each petal reflects that object, but that object doesn't sit there. It just reflection. It's by itself is not taken anything. I say, wow. Object arises and goes away, just like a rear view mirror. It appears so real. The car is coming inside your car. Oh gosh, no, it's gone. You're seeing all of those things coming in your rear view mirror and to the side mirror. But you are not getting agitated by that because you know it doesn't come inside your car. In the same way, the object comes on that glass, it shines because of the consciousness and it goes away. Now that is what is called as nothingness. A kinchayatana. There's nothing in there. Now you're awakened. This neva sanya na sanyayatana. Neither perception nor non-perception. You're awakened. The senses are closed, but you are there. But you can't say you're not perceiving the objects. Now you're saying, I am not perceiving. am neither perceiving nor non-perceiving. Because there's nothing which is coming inside. It just appears and disappears, appears, disappears. But still the feeling exists. Now you want to cut the feeling completely. For that, the perception has to be cut. So, that's the 9th jhana, which is Sanya Vedayita Nirodha, ending of perception and feeling. Done it. That's it. Over. So through breath you can enter to this. Then what else? Through walking you can enter to this. What else? By becoming sampajanya, completely mindful of all the things, you can enter into it. What else? By particular manasikara pabbam you can enter to it. Oh wow, beautiful. What else? By dhatu you can enter into it. What else? By channel ground meditation you can enter into it. So now you choose which you want. Right? If you're happy with breath, be happy with breath. Because you can see the same anicca, dukkha, anatta in that. Why? Boss, the breath you're not doing it. It's a body sankhara, kaya sankhara. You are not doing it. Yes, it's your breath, just to say, but it's just breath. So you're watching, oh, this is long. Oh, it has become short. Oh, okay. It's not you. You're noting it. I have a long breath. I have a short breath. And now he learns how to let go of it, holding to it. So what happens? Body becomes still. And now he can enjoy with the breath meditation. He can look at all the 4 dhatus. Perfectly fine. Now he can enter into the jhana through vipassana and be done with it. How many hours? It's his choice. Want to sit whole day? Sit, because you don't have a body pain nor your body pleasure. Nor your mental pain, nor your mental pleasure. The effort what you're putting is the problem. So like in the case of Aryo, he puts tremendous effort and then he feels that, it's not coming. And there's no effort to be put. Yes, initial effort has to be put. That's correct. See, as soon as I wake up, right, I want to sit. What I should do? I should stretch. Okay. This is going to come for any human being. Yawning is going to come. Body stretching is going to come. I'm going to stretch. Wow, okay. Now why? It wants oxygen, so it will stretch. I don't want. This damn body wants it. Let it have it. What's my problem? This body is hungry. I am not hungry. It says, hey, give me food. Take it. Take me to the washroom. Yes, sir. I'll take you to the washroom. Here it is. Do what you want to do. I don't have to do anything. You do it. Now put me on the potty. Oh, please, go ahead. Sit on the potty. I'm not going to do anything. It'll just appear and then I'll wash it. Over. Not mine anyway. And now take me to the bath. Oh, why not, sir? I'll take you to the bath. Take me on a walk. Oh, yes, why not? I'll take you on a walk. You tell me where you want to go. I'll take you to the walk. Now, sit silently. Please talk. Okay. See how nice is this? I can choose whichever. So today is Sunday. I choose breath. Tomorrow is Monday. I choose the Iriyapabbam. Day after tomorrow is Tuesday. I choose Sampajanya Pabbam. That day after tomorrow is Wednesday. So I chose Patikula Manasikara Pabbam. Then that next day is Thursday. I'll watch dhatu. Then the next day is Friday. Charnel ground meditation. In all of this, the Vedana is there, the Chittanupassana is there, the Dhammanupassana is also there. So I can keep on developing all the other three. While I'm working out on the Kaya, I can work out on the other three. I'm getting confused, sir. Throw it out. Watch the breath. That's it. Yes, Aryu.
So when you're watching the breath for that day, and the feeling comes, when you're observing the feeling and or the mind, the awareness of the breath should not be lost.
No, it shouldn't be. It should always be there. Then only you can see things appearing and disappearing. Or if you want to do that way, you have to go to the chitta itself. Like I was saying, that anger is coming. You shouldn't become anger. You should watch the anger. That's slightly difficult. Better to be in the breath. That's slightly advanced. I'm talking to someone and somebody is irritating me. Irritating me? Should I ask that question to myself? Yes. Why? Is there a me to get irritated? Or the chitta is coming of irritation? Which one is true? The chitta. So, shouldn't I observe the chitta? It is chitta anupassana. Sadosam va chittam sadosam chittam pajanati. How that idiot can do this to me? This whole thing is chitta related, right? How? You see the whole kaya changes. You see this fun. When the chitta wants to do it, the energy comes and the whole body structure changes. While if I am very calm, the face looks pleasant. Am I not supposed to be pleasant? Shouldn't I be pleasant, abiding? Yes. So shouldn't I watch that anger or frustration coming? Yes. But why am I not watching? Because I have become that. So now what should I do? Go back to breath. Till I get to a stage, one second, Aryu, till I get to a stage where I can jump from here to there, I should make this breath very strong in observation. It's coming like this and going, coming like this and going. At least I have something to work out on. Like he talks about a deaf carpenter or his apprentice who is rubbing, going front and back and front and back and front and back. Beyond that. Yes, Aryu, you had a question.
Yeah, I guess my question was, when you watch the chitta, the raga and dvesha are more easy because you say, I like something, that's raga, and if I start irritated, it's dosa. And the moha, when you get raga or dosa, you know there's moha.
It's difficult, so you should only observe the raga and dvesha.
Okay.
Then you will aha will come on that. If you try to catch moha, you're already in delusion, so you're adding double delusion to it.
Okay.
So the first thing to do when you're doing chitta anupassana is to observe. Like that's the reason I bring this mosquito. At least in India, there are a lot of mosquitoes. I don't know about US. Okay, so the mosquitoes. So I'm sitting like this. Now you see the chitta which comes, right? It's a chitta of harming. It's getting irritated in the ear. So, sotancha paticcha saddecha upajjati sota vinyanam. With the ear and the sound, when they are in contact, the consciousness arises in the ear. Tinna sanghati passo. These three are called as contact. Right? Now I'm getting what? Dukkha vedana. Painful feeling. But that sound is painful to me. It's not giving me a pleasure. I'm not listening to maybe what I can say, some Alabama, let's say. Right? Give me one more shot, that song. I'm not hearing to that. Okay. There's another song called 18 Wheel I Drive. So I'm not hearing to that, or any of the country music, 500 miles away from home. Right? So now I'm not listening any one of them. It's that sound is coming, right? So now, yeah, either puncture my ear so that that mosquito dies then and there. This bloody guy is not allowing me to meditate. I have to meditate today. So all these things. So now I can watch it. Now what I should do is at that instant, I have to bring in sati. This is where I need to bring in sati. Actual sati is here. And watch it. Wait. This is dukkha vedana. And that's it. You will enjoy it. Now that sound goes away. Turns itself into upekha. And that is when you get the aha moment. And then and there it happens. Now you can't predict. Let the mosquito come and I'll sit and see whether the sound will. It might not even come. No mosquitoes come. Or it has bitten my feet. I was expecting here. But it thought that why go into his ear, that bloody guy, he will hit me. Let me eat his feet. And now I have to scratch. Now when I'm scratching, so now first I sit like this and I take my leg, watch the bending of the leg, and then I'm scratching my toe, which I'm doing right now, actually, as I speak to you. Now I observe the scratching. And what happens? You will not feel the scratch or rubbing. You feel the fire. You know that? That's what happens. It's like rubbing two pieces. When you try it properly, you will find after a while that you are creating energy. So you feel heated up there. Now you got another object to watch. Just rubbing. So the mosquito thing is gone. Instead, you got an aha moment of that rubbing. And you thank that mosquito. What a great job it has done. It took food and went away, but it gave you an experience. Vedananupassana. In the chitta, because you got this knowledge, dosa is gone. Or rather, the feeling of irritation, anger, or whatever was there on that mosquito is gone. In future, any mosquito comes, you will never feel anything. Yes, Aryu.
I think I don't know if I picked up right, but is the insight usually get when you see the passing away?
Yes, it's
Okay.
passing away only. Always you get insight at passing away. So now you are so relieved. Wow, this is great. In fact, you are going to kiss that mosquito for having given you such an experience. Honestly, I would run to the mosquito and kiss it, saying, "Oh, wow, you did a great job. I would have killed you, man, but you're given me such an experience. I love you. Shouldn't I be thankful?" And that is what is Vipassana is all about. So Samatha and Vipassana, if you keep on doing it for the whole day, you don't know how the day went. While driving the car, focus on the car. Attention is on the car. Then slowly see what are you touching. You're touching only the Pathavi Dhatu. And the entire car is Pathavi Dhatu. Inside the fuel is Apo Dhatu. The temperature, it is showing, right? The temperature is rising. It is the Tejo Dhatu. And the movement is the Vayu Dhatu. So where is the car? Which car? Isn't it the beautiful experience? Now your seat is no longer a seat. It is either Pathavi or Apo or Tejo or Vayu. And you're sitting on it, so you're heating it up. So now I've sat for 2 hours and this bloody thing is heated up. My bum has heated it. Right? It's good to know. I didn't sit. It's a temperature. The seat has a temperature. The seat is cool because the cold air is going. But I am sitting on this. This body is sitting on this chair. Mind it, I am not sitting on the chair. The body is sitting on the chair. I am making the body sit on the chair. Now, in that sitting, the heat is getting transferred to the chair, which is, in scientific terms, if it take the law of thermodynamics, then we are talking about enthalpy. Entropy is when the thing becomes cool. Enthalpy is when things become hot. So the atoms which are in one shape, they're getting into that shape again and again, again and again, again. And so this heat is getting transferred onto the chair. So when I get up like this, and when I touch the seat, this damn thing is warm. I'm not warm. This chair is warm now. And I find it is wet. So two dhatus. So where's the chair? Not there. In the same way, like the chair, so is Vilas. It's made out of Pathavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayu. So where is Vilas? Minusing the 4 element? Only God knows. Yes, Aryu.
I guess you said, I'm thinking when you see it this way, you'll feel relieved because the chitta is free from the burden of perceiving it as objects.
Right. Right. So the perception is changed. So that anicca sanya takes over from the nicca sanya. So the dukkha is in. And you're also knowing an anatta, not self. Sweat is not myself. This heat on the chair is not myself. The wetness, what is there? In fact, my shirt is also wet because the temperature outside is hot. I have not put on the fan. And I put on a even more stronger light to make my face glow because I'm doing a video. I want people to see me and feel, wow, so nice. Yes, Arya.
I think it's going to be a great thing that this video, I'm so happy that we have the video to capture all your expressions. And
Yeah, exactly. So today I thought,
like this, I think it's great that you have videos.
yes, I thought we'll do like this because it gives that personal touch than just the voice.
You had a few video in the past, but you're just talking to the camera almost like dead faced, and I don't think it give a very good impression of that you in normal days.
Yeah, it doesn't look live. So I wanted to do a pretty live with full of energy, but not getting exhausted, right? I'm not throwing up the energy. Do you see exhaustion? It's been, I think we have been speaking for more than 2 hours now. Yeah, 6:30. It's almost 8:30, coming to 8:30. It's almost 2 hours. What do you think? Yes, Aryu.
I usually like after talking to Vilas, I feel pretty happy. I'm not so sure if it's because of the Dhamma or because of the jokes. I'm now thinking it's more because of the jokes. I think it's probably both, but
Yeah. I keep on cutting jokes. Yes, Matt, you want to say something?
I mean, I always feel pleasurable after. I mean, the jokes do help for sure, but like even after you gave the reference of the mosquito and the itch, I was like touching my body and stuff like that, and it's a way different perception. Because used to like say if I got bit by a mosquito, it was more about averting the pain. Like I would scratch for the relief, but I itch came on my body and I went and touched it and I was just noticing like the friction between my finger and my skin, and it was like mind blowing.
Yeah,
almost.
right. It is. That's all what we are doing.
Yes. Like it was like I didn't even notice the relief of the itch. It was more the sensation of like the smoothness of my skin, the pressure that I was putting against it.
So you asked me that by this dhatu, what happens? This is what happens. You will be able to see everywhere, wherever you touch. You will not feel you. That's a relief. You will come to know there's no you.
Yes. It like I don't know, mentally it made me feel 1,000 pounds lighter.
It does. It will. It will do that. So that's all. That's exactly what it is. So shouldn't we be so grateful to the mosquito for giving us the Dhamma?
Yeah.
It's just a mosquito. We would have killed it.
I don't think he would want to kiss them.
I don't even want to kiss it, nor I want to kill it. I'm just saying it. That it's such a poor guy, not knowing what should be done. So I'm getting compassion. So you know what I can do now? I can do a metta, karuna, mudita, upekka. I can do all the 4 on that poor thing called as mosquito, right? So now I have a metta, loving kindness. That mosquito has given me the Dhamma. Yes, Sachin.
In fact, I also found that there is an opportunity of all the fours in sequence, and I forgot that sutta. I'm searching, but I've lost that sutta in which this sequence was there, and I have merged it now into my practice. That is, when I find akusala dhamma, then I define it, which precept I'm breaking. Then the next is I invoke this four. Next is I invoke Pamoch, settle down, and then I relook at it with this four before stabilizing myself and before coming back to breathe. I do all the four: metta, karuna, mudita, upekha. So, for example, I am sick now. So that means panatipata in a reverse way. I might have done this thing. So now metta means I have to say sorry to whomever I have done in past, and I am sorry, please forgive me. So in both direction, I can ask or I can give, and then all the four I can invoke in any situation.
Right. Absolutely right.
Good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. So now what I can do for the mosquito is that I can't go and kiss it. That guy is not going to come. I don't know which mosquito was that in the first place. Every mosquito for me looks the same. So I can't run behind one mosquito and then I think the same mosquito. Hey, Jim, hold on. I want to, please, a second. Please stay. Hey, Jim, I'm not Jim, man. I am actually Matt. Oh, hey, Matt, I never spoke to you. It's actually Joseph who spoke to you. Oh, my goodness. Whom did I speak? Who spoke to me? I don't know. Instead of that, I can now just give metta to Joe, to Jim, to Matt, to whoever, for having given me this beautiful Dhamma.
Yeah. Otherwise, it is a dry vipassana.
Yes.
If there is no emotion you are bringing, metta, karuna, mudita,
Yes.
then you are just doing dry vipassana.
Correct. Exactly. So now I bring in these and say that, wow, what an experience. Thank you so much. Okay. May you attain a human life in the next birth for having given me the Dhamma. Without you biting me, I won't have got this experience. Okay, so that gives your tears. And since you cannot make that mosquito take the human birth right now, you're compassionate to it because it has to go through that hurdle. When it is going to get a chance to become a human, I don't know. So I'm compassionate to it. Why? I would have hit it. I would have slapped it actually near my ear. Since it was my ear, I didn't do it because it's my ear, right? And that my eardrum will break and then I might become deaf. And considering that, I love my ear, so I didn't do it. But when it was sitting on my hand, I just would have hit it. But that guy is good. He brought me to senses, but he will die. Somebody else is going to hit it, and I cannot save him. So the tears rolled down my eyes. So I have karuna. Now I have mudita, appreciative joy. Whoever is a human, whoever is doing well, whoever is becoming an arhat, who is becoming a saktagami or anagami, or materially getting whatever he or she wished for, or in the Deva realm, or in the Brahma realm, or whichever realm they are in, they're doing pretty well and they have achieved something. I feel so contented because they are not undergoing this mosquito. And there are ugly people, there are dangerous people, there are people who only mean harm. They abuse, they curse, they do a lot of things. But that doesn't affect me. That shouldn't affect me. They're politicians. There are a lot of people who brew hatredness for their own gain. But I can understand they're taking pain to do that. But they might abuse me. They might even hit me. They might physically assault me. But yet, I will remain equanimous. So to all the enemies who are out to ruin my life for whatever reason, even though I'm not wanting to harm them, because of the misunderstanding or whatever it is, they have become enemy to me, but I don't have any enmity on anyone. But yet, they don't want to interact with me, and hence I am equanimous to it. So that's it. Now with that, my vipassana has ended. Now I can just watch everything without a personality. So anatta is completed. No personality. Right? When there's no personality, there's nothing to feel. When you don't have anything to feel, you're released. When you're released, you know you're released. And you're in Nibbana. At that moment, you don't have raga, a desire to do something, dvesha, hatredness, moha, delusion. All the three are not there. Because you're seeing Patavi as Patavi, seeing Apo as Apo, you're seeing Tejo as Tejo, Vayu as Vayu. You got rid of a personality or a person, Satta. That's gone. So the Sakkaya Ditthi is not there. So relieved. Now if you go in the car, where is your car? It's only Patavi Dhatu. It's fuel, Apo Dhatu. It's heat, Tejo Dhatu. Movement, Vayu Dhatu. Electricity is consciousness. Now the piston, everything is running because of consciousness. In the body, consciousness is making this car run. As long as the fuel remains, so long the consciousness is going to be there. If you remove the fuel, no consciousness can remain. So if you remove the Nama Rupa, consciousness is not going to get established again. So you know you've ended the defilements. So now you're an Arhat. That's it. The struggle for existence is not there. The struggle for non-existence is not there. The struggle for enjoying through the senses is not there. So, Kama Bhava is not there. So, Kama Tanha, Vibhava Tanha, Bhava Tanha, Vibhava Tanha, all the three cravings are gone. Craving is a condition for becoming, and becoming is a condition for birth, and birth is a condition for aging, and aging is a condition for death. So without craving, there is no existence. So now you can walk out as an Arhat. And that's it. So should I know hundreds of suttas? No. Not required. Should I get mad at suttas? Please not. I don't have to study so many suttas and build a knowledge base. Yes, it's required. If I want to teach someone and they ask give me the source. I don't know whether you are really speaking out of yourself or there's a sutta. And then I have to remember, please read MN 135. MN, which one? 135. Shh. Now I found it. Because that guy is not going to now come back and say that, hey, you were just telling me something. So he has faith in the sutta, which is perfect. He should have it on sutta. It's good. But if my idea is not to teach, then I don't have to know the sutta names, numbers, or whatever it is. Have I understood the sutta myself? Yes. If I understand the sutta myself, then I am more than a sotapanna. Simple. Whether arhat or no arhat, sotapanna is definite. Because without that, you can never be a sotapanna. Not that it is in Pali and I understand Pali and hence I am able to do that. No, even in English, if you read, you will get the wow moment. Aha! That's what that Harshil has written about. Now I understand Pena Pindu Pamasutta. He's been reading it, but he never, that insight has come to him yesterday or whenever he read it. He said, wow, now I know. Now it is his experience. Appreciable. That damn sutta has been there for long. Buddha didn't celebrate using a firecracker. So, saying that, hey, I got one guy is understood. No, he gave that simile. Since he had messaged me and today we were supposed to talk about it, let me cover that also. His question is that I don't understand about why Buddha, for rupa, a form, he gives the simile of a foam. Now, for Harshil or people of that nature should watch the bubbles, meaning the foam. I have to take this body to restroom. Oh, perfect. Enjoy. So, and that's the right one. I have to take this body to the restroom. So he has picked it up. Right. So now coming back to Herschel thing is that if you make a soap thing in the bucket, you have to sit for few minutes and you'll see something crazy happening. The bubbles will break and the new one takes its place, and that will break and the next one takes its place, making some shapes. The same thing is happening in this body. You take the food and that is gone and this is replaced. And as and when this updation is happening, the earlier one is removed and the new one is taken over. And hence that foam simile makes sense. So to practice it, first I need to go and see the foam, and it's in Ganges. So I can't travel roughly around 600 kilometers to go and sit and stand in front of it and say, hey, Buddha wrote about this, let me go and check. No, I have a soap powder, put it in a bucket, open the tap. It should come in such a force that it creates some shape. It creates a shape. Now that shape has two eyes, one ear, two ears, one nose, one mouth, and a face, and this whole torso and everything. If I see that things are changing there, one is going, another one is coming, another is coming, another is coming, another is coming, another is coming. So I can see the aging process. Aha, now I get it. That's a moment. That's my aha moment. And on top of that, when the water falls on it, it changes completely. The perception is completely changed. So the Vedana, the feeling is like a water, like a rainwater coming and hitting so fast that when it bursts out, nothing is there in that. So when that is nothing, when the Rupa has nothing and the Vedana has nothing, then the perception is like going around the mirage, searching for it. What did I feel? Let me see. Oh. And the Sankharas. His question was another, why is he putting the banana stump? So now in the stem, you keep on removing and removing and removing and removing like that. You're doing the Sankharas preparation. So I keep on preparing one after the other. I prepared the body by taking it to the washroom, and I take this body, bathe it, and again make it wear a dress. Then I take it to the market and pick up something. All these are Sankharas. Now, intentionally, I am doing something. Intentionally, I am calling this as a person. Intentionally, I am telling something. Vachi Sankhara. Intentionally, I am connecting the six senses and I want to take that experience. So, Kaya Sankhara, Vachi Sankhara, Mano Sankhara. All these three Sankharas give another three set of Sankharas called as Punya Abhisankhara. That is meritorious Sankharas with an intention to do it. Apunya Abhisankhara, demeritorious ways of preparing something. And Anenjabi Sankhara, which is entering to the jhanas. Okay, these three Sankharas. When preparing it intentionally, Chetana, right? That's intention. So when I do that, I get into Sanchetana, that is connecting with that particular sense object, with that particular senses, and calling it whatever it is. So I'm putting a nomenclature which can never be found. So vilas can never be found. Why? It's a perception. It's not real. It's a perceivable thing. It's like mirage. And the vijnana, the consciousness, will give you that experience. Am I not experiencing vilas? Yes. Am I not experiencing no vilas? Yes. So if it comes to the ayoniso manasikara, you experience vilas. If you put into a yoniso manasikara, the vilas is gone. In its place, Patavi is experienced. In its place, Apo is experienced. In its place, Vayu is experienced. Right? So the fear of death is gone. Who is going to die? There was a song called Who the Fuck is Alice? Now who the fuck is that person? Have you heard, Matt? Ari, have you heard that song? No? There's a song called Who the Fuck is Alice?
I want to look it up though after when we're done.
Yeah, I can send you that link. And Who the Fuck is Alice? Okay, so now we can see that this person doesn't even exist. Just like Alice, that person doesn't exist. In the song, it exists. The perception is in the song. Right? Alabama as a thing exists in the song, in that what we can call as a record, or in the album, what they have, Alabama. But if you were to ask them, where is Alabama? Then they show a place somewhere in the US called as Alabama. And then you go there and ask him, where the WTF is Alabama? And I said, I don't know. It's a state. I, in fact, have a cap of Alabama. So I used to collect each state's cap. Okay, so I have in Indiana, then I have a Michigan, and then I have Alabama, then I have all the football things I used to, either my boss used to buy it for me and say that, hey, Vilas, have it. So I used to have. So when I'm in Indiana, so I became a Colts fan. So now I wear a Colts cap. So it used to be fun. And then if I go on to the baseball, and then I wear those kinds. And I had this Indianapolis, the car, the racing, Indy 500. Okay, so we had fun. Indy 500. So I used to have. So where is Indy 500? If somebody were to ask, and then you were to say, come to Indianapolis. Where else? Now, WTF is Indianapolis. Now let's say come to from central Chicago, you come to the east of it, and then you find Indiana State. Okay, where is Indiana? Come on, don't give me headache. Indiana is there. It's there on the map. But where is the map? It's a land. Then we show me the land. It's a land. But the land is mud. Where is the land? And the mud is what? Small particles. Now I ask you, show me the mud. You'll show me the particles. Small pieces of it. So there's no solidity. Then you see the dust. So now you can add up everything together. The dust coming together become the mud. Right? And mud coming together forms a land. A land mass coming together brings in people and animals to stay, which is again coming from the same dust. Right? No difference? Plants are also coming from the same dust. Yes. So, where is Indiana then? In the dust. Where is IndyCar racing then? In the dust. So should I come to Indianapolis to enjoy the IndyCar racing? Sounds miserable. Because it never exists. This is called sankhara. You intentionally bring something which never really existed in that way. And it exists only in your perception. As far as the perception goes, so the Indy is there. Indianapolis is there and IndyCar racing is there. And that gives you the permanence. If whenever I go to Indianapolis, it's there. But the Indianapolis, what I saw in 2012 was the last. Now we are in 2023. It has changed. But when I land in Indianapolis, I still feel I'm in the same Indianapolis, which is horribly untrue. The last flight I took from US, that Vilas was dead in Indianapolis. So when he landed in O'Hare International Airport, he died from Indianapolis, reborn in O'Hare International Airport, Chicago. And when I took a flight from Chicago to Frankfurt, that damn fellow died in Atlantic Ocean. Now to be found. Because the person who landed in Frankfurt is a different person who took the flight in Indianapolis. Why? The particles, the dust are not the same. It's got renewed. So the rupa is like a foam, keeps on changing. So the feeling is like a water bubbles. Then the perception is like a mirage. It's a mirage. Actually, Vilas, who was there in Indianapolis airport, never was in Indianapolis in real sense. Neither the Indianapolis airport, international airport, existed. And even now it doesn't exist as we speak. It's in the perception. It's just an illusion. It's getting created in the mind that you are in Texas. You are never anywhere. Your body is in Texas. True. Because when you leave, the body stays there. And somebody is going to call your funeral. That's right. But you left. You left from where? From wherever you were sitting. But the body stayed there, stays there, till it is turned into whatever. You burn it, you put it in the ground, you put wherever. The body doesn't say, hey, hold on, excuse me. How dare you touch my body? Excuse me, you don't know what are you touching? The body doesn't care. It doesn't thank you either. Hey, when this person was bathing me, it was such a nice feeling, I tell you. When he was taking to the potty, wow, I used to have a great feeling. It's only a conscious experience what you're having, what the mind is having, not you're having, what the mind is having. So that's all what it is of the 5 aggregates. So somebody were to ask me, were you in the US? Answer is yes and no. Yes, in a conventional sense. Otherwise, they're going to put me in a mental asylum. So I don't want to get into a mental asylum. So I'll say, yes, I was in the US. How long back? 11 years back?
Whenever the mind start moving, the illusion is being created.
Yes.
And the banana tree is being built.
Yes. So the sun comes. You need to create that. You need to actually prepare that. So, in fact, the last time I flew was in August of 2011. So it is 12 years now. So I have no idea the streets which I had gone, 96th Street and Avenue and this place and that place and whatever I had gone, really exists. The golf ground which I used to see, I don't know what has come up over there. And if I were to land in Indianapolis and I see that this thing doesn't exist, I was saying, oh, they removed it. Oh, I didn't know that. Wow, this new flyover has come. I never knew it. Now you know it. That all those things are dead now. So if I were to ask, show me the land, nobody will show the land. Because they can only show the mud. They cannot show the land. And if you ask, show me the mud, what you see is dust. A single dust particle coming together is this body.
So as you practice Dhamma, you see things more and more to the root.
Yes.
Rather than the outside.
So what I do is, when the sun rays comes in the morning, I just keep on watching it. And then I see the dust and the air is just like a tornado happens in the US, especially in the Even in the Texas, you can see that. But I think Milwaukee has the maximum. So if I were to actually go to that place, I would love to watch the tornadoes. It gives me an immense amount of satisfaction to see the twister. It takes a little bit of dust and keeps on turning. It makes a like somebody is existing, right? And you see, after that energy is left, all the sand falls down. That's exactly what our body is. We are just twisters going from here to there.
And this whole satta, this whole person is a twister in
It's
this
just a
life.
twister.
Next
It's
life,
just
it is a twister.
going so fast that you feel, oh, there's a person going there. Oh, he went here. He went. What went where? Excuse me, can you tell me what went where? That dust turned here and just came here and is turning here and coming here. So if I am a twister watcher, going with my camera and equipment and going in the car, and there are chasers, right? Storm chasers. So I take my car and then drive like crazy behind that twister, not knowing I myself is a twister. There's no more interesting twister than me. Why? When I get exhausted, I eat. That's what the twister is doing. When it gets exhausted, it takes all that is near it, right, and makes it in a big on a miles together of it, right? And it twists and twists and twists and from the sky until below it is going, and then lightning and everything is happening inside that. So there is a preparation, that is sankhara. And it comes to life, and that is vijnana. So now you have a magic happening there. Magic is what? The rains are throwing and storm is going crazy and people are going downstairs and staying in the bunkers, and the house is lifted up, thrown everywhere. The 18-wheel truck seems to be no match for that twister. It puts on the tree.
If there were tornadoes in India, Buddha might have used the tornado as
Exactly.
the
He wouldn't have used this because he never came to US. Poor guy. They didn't give him the visa. Right? He wouldn't have given this thing. He would have given the twister as the example or simile of a twister. So rupa equals twister, vedana equals that whatever is turning, and you feel, hey, that is turning. What's turning? That's turning, right? You're feeling the turning. I'm going in circles. Or I go to Orlando, Florida, and then I go into the Disney World, and then I'm going onto the rides. And same thing, right? The vedana, there's a feeling of something happening to you. Then the perception is saying what? You're on a roller coaster. Boss, there's no roller coaster there. You are calling it to be roller coaster. But what's happening is going up and coming down in such a fast motion that you feel your stomach is going in topsy-turvy, and you call that as a roller coaster. That's a sanya. Then the sankhara, the preparation. You sit tight and that guy ties you up, and then you say, oh man, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Let me hold tight. I close my eyes. I don't know what's going to happen. And I paid $40 for it. I don't know how much it is now. And at that time, I paid $40. I sincerely don't know. So I'm sitting tight. Oh man, let this end as the quickest. But I want to enjoy. That is vijnana. Right? Magician is giving me that experience of what? Roller coaster. And I come back. How was the ride? Words are not enough. Why? Because I'm so confused. I was on a tenterhook, sitting so tight. My shoulder is paining and every damn thing is paining, but I still feel I had an excitement. Had I knew how to enjoy the jhanas, I would have just gone into Florida, sat in one place, watching these idiots going onto the ride. I would have just sat. What a ride onto the ninth jhana, free of cost. No shouting, no howling, no screaming, no tight sitting, no water going inside your nose or whatever that is. And somebody lifted her t-shirt and t-shirt went away and she said, oh my goodness, I don't know what else happened. So nothing of that, right? Just said, what's the fun? As a normal worldling goes through this jolly ride, you're going into the most peaceful ride. Because you don't have Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vinyan. All the five. So good. So instead of Pena Pindupama Sutta, we could call this as Jolly Ride Sutta.
If there's no experiencer, then the experience feels empty.
It's empty. Yeah, that's what he says. It's if you see the magician, if you were to catch the magician, you will not get into his spell. Now you've found the magician. And no longer it can throw things at you. That's it. I think so. We are almost at 8:43. It's just like, I think 10.
2 hours.
2 hours.
1 hour.
We started 8. I think 6:30 we started India. So, which is 7 o'clock for Ariu when we started, right?
No, 6.
For you 6. Now it was 8. So it's almost 10 o'clock for you.
Yeah, it's 10:13 my time.
10:30. Yeah. So right. It'll be 10:30. If we were to close at 9 o'clock here, it becomes 10:30. I have no problems. I don't know whether you guys have problems on a Sunday morning.
I think we should start our day, but it's a good talk.
Yes, it was good.
Okay, so you had a jolly ride.
Yeah. I was just thinking because there's so many bad words being used. I'm afraid that YouTube is going to ban this video. And it's the first Dhamma video that's banned for using too much, bad words.
No, it's not bad words. It was there as a song. So if you search for that
Yes.
song, I only said what was there.
Yeah.
It was a title. Technically, it was just a title of a song.
Yes, that's it. We never said anything after that.
Yeah. Just,
Let's see what happens with that song, with that video.
yeah, I think it's funny.
No offense meant in the end.
Yeah, let's see. I'm going to rewatch it.
Okay.
Me too.
Good day to both of you then. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you, Bila.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, sure.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you, Ariu.
See you. Bye-bye.
See you. Bye-bye.